An entire civilization disappeared overnight. No bodies, no evidence of war, no natural disaster, just empty cities and unanswered questions that have haunted archaeologists for decades. The Indus Valley Civilization was one of the world's earliest and most advanced societies, rivaling ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. At its peak, it housed 5 million people across massive, perfectly planned cities. Then, around 1900 BCE, something happened. The cities were abandoned. The people vanished. And to this day, nobody knows why. The Indus Valley Civilization built cities that shouldn't have existed 4,000 years ago. Mohenjo-daro and Harappa featured grid-patterned streets, advanced drainage systems, and standardized brick sizes. These weren't primitive settlements. Every house had access to water and waste management. The cities had public baths, granaries, and dockyards. Urban planning that wouldn't be seen again for millennia. Yet despite this sophistication, the civilization left behind no temples, no palaces, and no monuments to rulers. Thousands of seals and tablets covered in mysterious symbols have been discovered. The Indus script remains one of the world's greatest unsolved puzzles. Linguists have tried for over a century to crack the code. Every attempt has failed. Without understanding their writing, we cannot know their stories, their beliefs, or their final days. The silence of their language mirrors the silence of their disappearance. Archaeological evidence reveals something startling. No weapons of war have been found, no fortifications, no art depicting battles or warriors. The Indus people appear to have lived in peace for nearly 1,000 years. This alone makes them unique among ancient civilizations. But it also raises a darker question. If they had no armies, no defenses, what made them abandon everything? Some scientists believe climate change destroyed the Indus Valley Civilization. Evidence suggests the monsoon patterns shifted dramatically around 2000 BCE. The rivers that sustained their agriculture began to dry up. The Gagga-Hakra river system, once mighty enough to support millions, reduced to seasonal streams. Crop failures would have led to famine. But this theory has a problem. Why would an advanced society simply walk away instead of adapting? Geological studies indicate massive seismic activity in the region during the civilization's final centuries. Earthquakes could have diverted rivers, destroyed infrastructure, and made the land uninhabitable. Layers of silt in Mohenjo-daro suggest repeated flooding, yet the cities show signs of gradual abandonment, not sudden catastrophe. Homes were left intact, valuables remained behind. This wasn't a panicked evacuation. For decades, scholars blamed Aryan invaders for the civilization's collapse. The theory has been thoroughly debunked. No evidence of mass violence exists, no burned cities, no mass graves. The supposed invasion was a myth created by colonial historians. The truth is far more unsettling. The Indus people simply stopped maintaining their cities and dispersed into smaller villages across the subcontinent. Trade networks connected the Indus Valley to Mesopotamia, Afghanistan, and beyond. Suddenly, around 1900 BCE, this trade ceased. Seals and artifacts from Indus cities stop appearing in foreign lands. Economic isolation may have triggered societal breakdown. Without trade, the urban centers couldn't sustain their populations. The specialized economy that made their cities function collapsed. But why did the trade stop? Some researchers propose that epidemic disease ravaged the population. Overcrowding in cities, despite advanced sanitation, could have created conditions for plague. Skeletal remains show evidence of malaria and other diseases. A pandemic could explain the rapid depopulation without signs of violence, but diseases leave traces in mass burials and abandoned bodies. The Indus cities contain neither. The most controversial theories suggest the Indus people chose to leave. Perhaps their rigid urban system became unsustainable. Environmental pressures combined with social factors may have led to a collective decision to abandon city life. The population migrated eastward and southward, forming smaller communities. Their descendants became the village cultures of later India. They didn't vanish. They transformed. But this still doesn't explain why one of history's greatest civilizations would willingly erase itself. The Indus Valley Civilization remains one of archaeology's deepest mysteries. A society of millions, more advanced than most of its contemporaries, disappeared from history without explanation. No single theory fully explains their fate. Climate, economics, disease, and social change likely all played roles. Until we decipher their script, the truth remains locked in symbols we cannot read. The ruins of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa stand as silent monuments to a people who left no trace of their end. If this mystery fascinates you, subscribe for more untold stories from history's shadows.